There are 23 critical mineral elements that power and run modern civilization. These rare earth and battery elements are found everywhere, from electric cars to computer laptops to military hardware. Mining for these elements comes at tremendous cost to the environment, which is why ReElement Technologies sought out a smarter way to meet the growing demand for rare earth and battery elements. With so many vehicles, computers, windmills being landfilled each year, what happens to their elements? Nothing. They were being wasted or smelted. And now that all changes with ReElement's proprietary suite of technologies that can recover these critical elements at purities exceeding 99%. ReElement is proud to offer these rare earth and battery elements a second, third, fourth, or even fifth life, never allowing these resources to be wasted or landfilled again. The circular economy has now been plugged in thanks to ReElement Technologies. Now, the world has a complete solution for end-of-life applications. Let's show you how it's done. This is where our end-of-life magnets or batteries begin their next generation. Here we can accept end-of-life material from rare earth magnets as large as a wind turbine to permanent magnets as small as a coin. Likewise, for batteries, our process can accept feedstock from electric vehicles to individual lithium-ion batteries, or, in their ground-up state, black mass. This is where we take these batteries and magnets and convert them back into their pure elemental form. Let's go inside and show you our two-phase process. Welcome to our facility. This is where we perform our pre-processing phase. Once the magnet or battery is received, we'll transform this into this. Pre-processing has three distinct steps. First, the magnet or battery will be reduced in size with our crushing and milling equipment. The ground magnet or battery will then be roasted in our oven to be oxidized. Finally, once the powder is oxidized, it is ready to be put into an acid solution to separate the critical elements from the rest of the material. And the beautiful thing about our process is that even our waste has commercial value, as this will then be sold to steel makers for additional processing. Now we will begin phase 2 and take this mix and separate it into its distinct elements. This is where the real magic happens. Let me show you how it's done. Now we begin phase 2, something that's never been done before at commercial scale. This is where we take this mix of rare earth and battery elements and we separate them into distinct elements. Here's where the circular economy is brought online for the first time ever. In here, we have loaded our proprietary resin, and this mix of rare earth and battery elements will then be pumped through the loaded columns and absorbed by the resin. Next, we're going to wash the loaded columns with purified water to make sure that each column is packed tightly with nothing but the resin and this mix of critical elements which are absorbed to it like a sponge. Finally, we pump our eluting agent through the columns, which causes this mix to then be separated into individual liquid layers of their pure elemental form. Once the eluting agent has been pumped through the columns, we're left with the distinct layers of each rare earth element or battery element stacked on top of one another. These layers will then be flushed from the columns and directed into separate storage containers using an instrument that detects for distinct wavelengths of each element. Now, these critical elements are prepared to be put right back into an electric car, a wind turbine, a cell phone, or even military hardware. This completes our process, and now that we have taken these and extracted their constituent elements at purities exceeding 99%, you're probably thinking, what's the catch? Well, the reality is ReElement's process is both economically competitive and environmentally sustainable. All of our inputs and outputs are either sold, reused, or captured for later processing. Solutions, recycled and reused. Eluting agent, recycled and reused. Our resin, that has an operational lifespan of at least 2 years. Our pilot facility, it's next door to a kid's gymnasium. So the question that remains is, why would you trust anyone other than ReElement Technologies to treat your end-of-life products?